Here to discuss what is next for Tiger Woods is trial attorney Rich Schoenstein. Rich, welcome back. Good morning.
Good morning.
In your experience as a trial attorney, what is next in this case?
Well, I think Tiger will be formally charged, and then he has to make some decisions about how he's going to defend himself. Is he going to defend himself with a not guilty plea, or is he going to try to work something out with a guilty or a no contest plea to try to resolve the matter? I suspect it's going to go down that second path, but we will see.
Tiger Woods passed a breathalyzer test. He did refuse a urine test. Does that impact the case in any way?
Yeah, well, first of all, refusing the test makes one of the charges, which is refusal to take a lawful test, something of a gimme putt for the prosecutors. He did refuse to take a test, and therefore he could probably be convicted on that count. But it helps him on the other counts because it makes it much more difficult to prove that he was actually under the influence if they weren't able to take a test. And the breathalyzer he did take came out negative.
According to the Martin County Sheriff, Woods was believed to be showing signs of impairment. Again, he did pass a breathalyzer. But what are the legal options here, knowing that?
Well, they can still charge him for driving under the influence, but they have to prosecute him based on the officer's observations and how he appeared and the fact that there was a crash. That makes it much harder to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was impaired. A jury would hear that testimony, but they wouldn't necessarily believe it without a kind of blood test.
So does it make it a he said, she said?
Yeah, I guess a little bit. I don't know exactly what Tiger Woods' story would be when asked, what, if any, substances had he taken that night.
And we do know this is not Tiger's first incident involving a vehicle. He was previously involved in a single car crash back in 2021. That time it was in LA. Could his prior record affect him in this Florida case?
Yeah, I don't think it would affect him in terms of guilty or not guilty because a prior incident a few years ago probably isn't admissible for that purposes. But what it might affect is at the sentencing stage. If he gets to sentencing, I mean, the top charge here does carry a potential prison term, and a judge hearing this would have to consider his past record when coming down on sentencing. So I do think it could impact him ultimately. It's certainly not a helpful fact.
Well, yeah, speaking of past record, this is his second DUI. Could his license be revoked?
Well, I think his license is supposed to be revoked simply on the refusing to take a test. I think that's an automatic 1-year revocation of his license under Florida law. So I do expect him to lose his license for some period of time, and it sort of sounds like he should.
I do want to be clear to our viewers, you are not Tiger Woods' attorney, but for a high-profile client like Tiger, what advice would you give him, Rich?
So for a high-profile client like this, you're always fighting two different battles. There's one in the courtroom where clearly he has a capability of challenging the evidence, taking his case to trial, defending himself. But he also has a much bigger case outside the courtroom because he's a public figure with a reputation. So I advise him on the legal options, but I bet he has a whole PR team working its way through what's the best path forward to protect his name and image going forward. And, if he wants to go back and play tournaments and all that kind of stuff. It's much bigger than just the legal case on will he or won't he be convicted of a DUI.
And many are already wondering if he'll be in Augusta in 2 weeks for the PGA Tour. Rich Schoenstein, thank you so much for your insight. Always important to have you on. Thank you.